Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton leads Republican Donald Trump by 6 points among likely voters heading into the first presidential debate on Monday, according to a brand new national NBC News/Wall Street Journal poll. The survey, which was conducted after Clinton's return to the campaign trail following her bout with pneumonia, shows a bigger advantage for the Secretary of State than did polls taken during the heightened scrutiny of her health. It also finds that Clinton is running nearly even with Trump when it comes to voter enthusiasm. Despite arguably the worst few weeks of her candidacy, the fundamentals still point toward a Hillary Clinton victory, says Democratic pollster Fred Yang of Hart Research Associates, who conducted the survey with Republican pollster Bill McIntyre of Public Opinion Strategies. McIntyre feds, Donald Trump has closed the margin since August, but as we head towards the debate, still needs to push this campaign closer. The good news for him is the electorate narrowly agrees with him that America has lost ground and wants to see a change in direction. In a four-way horse-race, Clinton gets support from 43% of likely voters and Trump gets 37%, while Libertarian nominee Gary Johnson is at 9% and the Green Party's Jill Stein is at 3%. In a head-to-head matchup without those third-party candidates, Clinton's advantage expands to 7 points, 48% to 41%. This is the NBC/WSJ poll's first general election poll of likely voters in the 2016 race. Among the broader electorate of all registered voters, Clinton is ahead of Trump by 5 points in the four-way contest, 42% to 37. Down from Clinton's 9-point lead in August. And in a two-way race, Clinton's edge among registered voters is 7 points, 48% to 41%, also down from 9 points in August. Here, Clinton has the advantage with African American voters 81% to 7%, women 51% to 37%, and those ages 18-34 50% to 34%. While Trump is ahead among men 46% to 44% and whites 49% to 41%. But the poll reveals a familiar pattern among white registered voters, those without a college degree break for Trump, 53% to 35%, while those with college degrees tilt in Clinton's favor, 49% to 43%. Clinton runs nearly even with Trump on voter enthusiasm. 78% of Trump's voters say they are highly interested in November's general election, registering either a 9 or 10 on a 10-point scale, versus 75% of Clinton voters who say that. What's more, 68% of Clinton voters respond that they will definitely vote for her, compared with 66% of Trump supporters who say that about the New York businessman. And 50% of Clinton voters say their vote is more for Clinton, while 44% of them say their vote is more being against Trump. That's compared with 41% of Trump voters who say their vote is more for Trump, versus 51% who say it's more being against Clinton. Many voters still want change despite Clinton's lead in the NBC/WSJ poll. Trump's advantage is that many voters still want change. By a 49% to 47% margin, registered voters say they prefer a president who will bring major changes to the way the government operates, even if those changes might be unpredictable, though that margin is less than it was back in July. And 48% of voters agree with Trump's statement that America is losing ground and the economy hasn't improved enough. That's compared with 45% who agree with the Clinton message that the country is making progress and the economy has come back. The evolution of presidential debates. 244 Trump holds the advantage on economy, Clinton on all other issues. Asked which candidate is better on the economy, 46% of registered voters say Trump, while 41% pick Clinton. But Clinton leads on every other issue the poll tested, on being in charge of nuclear weapons 51% to 25%, on being a good commander-in-chief 48% to 33%, on dealing with immigration 50% to 39%, and on terrorism and homeland security 44% to 43%. Clinton also holds the advantage over Trump on being knowledgeable and experienced enough to handle the presidency, 60% to 23%, and on having the right temperament to be president, 56% to 23%. But Trump holds the edge on being honest and straightforward. 41% say Trump is better here, versus 31% who say Clinton is. Obama's job rating remains above 50%. The poll also finds President Barack Obama's job approval rating at 52%, unchanged from last month. Indeed, this is the fifth straight NBC/WSJ poll in which his job rating has been above 50%. And the poll shows Democrats enjoying a 3-point advantage on which party should control Congress. 48% of registered voters prefer Democrats in charge, while 45% want the GOP in control. Democrats held a 4-point advantage on this question a month ago. Yeah.